Do what must be done. Do not hesitate. Show no mercy.
Hello there, this is Darth Melvin, leader of the Knights of Melvin. After many years, the Acolyte has finally been released on Communist Plus. It's the first live-action Star Wars outside the Skywalker saga, and the showrunner is woke nutjob Leslye Headland.
I think it's canon that R2-D2 is a lesbian.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
The Acolyte certainly lives up to the name The Wokalite. I watched the first 2 episodes, and as expected, it was trash. I'm letting you know right now, I'm going to completely rip apart every episode of the show, and there is nothing the Disney shills can do to stop me. Darth Melvin, no! Not the Acolyte! Disney hates the real fans of Star Wars. They don't care about George Lucas's vision. They only care about pussy-ass fake fans. They only want to use Star Wars to push their political messaging. That is why this show exists. Disney needs to pay for what they've done to this IP. Join me in the movement to #avenge Star Wars. Here is my review for The Wokalite, Episode 1.
I also think it's striking a great balance between the pulpy weirdness of Star Wars with the gravity of a murder mystery.
Immediately, we get Amanda Stenberg walking into the bar and finding Trinity from The Matrix. Amanda, who is the first transgender in Star Wars, confronts Trinity.
Attack me with all your strength.
Amanda is wearing a face mask to stop the outbreak of COVID-19. Fake diseases are rampant in the woke Republic era. Despite the mask, it's pretty obvious who she is. I only know Amanda from the Hunger Games. Since then, she's gone mentally insane and declared herself non-binary and is a diversity hire in this show. I can recognize her, but Trinity, who trained with Osha, the twin sister of this character May, has no fucking idea who it is. Then May wants Trinity to attack her with all her strength. May is there to kill Trinity, yet wants to make this a fair fight, and to make it even harder, not use a lightsaber. Why? This makes absolutely no sense. But May doesn't need a weapon because despite her 5'3", 110-pound frame, plot armor allows her to be a master at force fu and kick the ass of every man in the bar. She proceeds to attack Trinity and it literally turns into the Matrix. Right at the beginning of the plagiarized Matrix fight, May tries to grab Trinity's lightsaber, which again I ask, why? Why is she fighting only using hand-to-hand combat and knives? More on that later.
Morpheus.
Trinity pulls out a cell phone, communicator.
I have an unidentified force user.
They fight a bit. Trinity doesn't want to use excessive force. Yet May is getting owned. Trinity pulls down her mask and all of a sudden can recognize who it is. She's mistaking her for her stupid twin sister Osha. Trinity pulls out her lightsaber, making this even more of a mismatch. This assassination attempt is incredibly stupid. Trinity falls for the "I'm going to kill the innocent civilian" technique, drops her guard like a dumbass, and gets stabbed with a tiny knife. She drops dead. Fuck you to anyone that likes Carrie-Anne Moss. Disney just used her for the marketing.
I'm bummed that Carrie-Anne Moss is already out of the story, but I'm also not that surprised. I was guessing this would be the opening scene of the series as the catalyst for everything to follow.
And this isn't really a shot at Harvey Weinstein's personal assistant Leslye Headland, but in Disney Star Wars, people are getting stabbed with a lightsaber which melts their insides, and Trinity can't survive a little dagger. It's just another inconsistency in Disney Star Wars. Maybe only the white characters suck. More plagiarism. Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. 2 Jedi boarding a ship to meet the Neimoidians. Anakin boy, the guy who thinks Anakin blew up the Death Star.
But if you can't look and see that Anakin blowing up the Death Star, possibly killed millions and millions of people.
He is looking for Osha, the twin sister of May. Osha used to be in the Jedi Order and might have at some point played slip and slide with Anakin Boy.
When did you join the Order?
When I was 8. Lord knows all of this.
A major concern about admitting you to the Order was your age.
And the fact that you were mourning.
Already they're comparing her to Anakin Skywalker, joined the Jedi Order at a late age.
You lost your entire family. Your mothers. Your mothers. Your mothers. Your mothers. Your sister. Your village all died in the fire before Master Soul brought you into the Jedi.
Her parents, not her mother and father, her mothers, were destroyed in a fire. At this point, they don't know she has a living twin and they take her prisoner. We go to Coruscant and meet Master Soul. We learned he saved Osha from the fire that burned her mothers alive. Homosexuals burning to death. Great look for a show that's trying to push diversity and inclusion on Communist Plus. Soul trained Osha before she quit the Jedi Order. I imagine that's partly due to her getting exposed for being a fake non-binary. Amanda Stenberg goes by she/they pronouns. No one in their right mind will call her a they. The other Jedi probably accused her of only being non-binary for the clout. The Rey side is in this show. She's the Yoda, apparently. She wants to silence this story more than Facebook silenced the Hunter Biden laptop story for the 2020 election.
This review is sponsored by Echo Bud Light. If you want to put on a dress and get boosted 5 times, Echo Bud Light is for you. Product contains the mRNA vaccine. Consumption may lead to myocarditis. Please consult a doctor before drinking. For a bad taste that will always let you down, make it an Echo Bud Light. Now back to the review.
A lot of the shows online are comparing the first few episodes to Andor, mainly because it's a shill way of saying it's boring. It also has terrible acting.
Okay, I applaud everyone's enthusiasm here, but that could kill us.
The prisoners want to escape. Osha doesn't feel the need to run from the situation. She's stuck in the cell and tries to use the Force. She's been cut off from the Force for about 6 years and can't use it in this scene. Remember this and watch her get the Disney Force later in the season and outperform the Jedi Masters. The ship is out of control. There's no pilots. Amanda Stenberg, who identifies as non-binary, didn't feel like identifying as a pilot and just decided to let it crash land, hoping to plagiarize Revenge of the Sith. And because of bad writing and plot armor, she didn't explode and die.
Another happy landing.
Soul goes with Anakin Boy and his apprentice to find Osha.
Before this series started, I had a feeling I would like Yord, and I was right. I like him a lot.
I wonder why Star Wars Sexplained likes this character so much.
Granted, he thinks she might be a murderer, but still, that guy has got a massive stick up his evacuation port.
Osha all of a sudden has a dream of her twin that she thinks is dead. Why is this happening now? Is this some sort of fucking sequel trilogy dyad bullshit?
I don't know. Who cares?
The plagiarism continues. Leslye Headland rips off the fugitive.
Put that gun down! Do it! Now! Step away from the edge! Hands up! Please, hold your hands! Turn around!
May ends up meeting a Sith Lord at the end.
The Jedi live in a dream they believe everyone shares. If you attack a Jedi with a weapon, you will fail. Steel or laser are no threat to them. But an Acolyte kills without a weapon. An Acolyte kills the dream.
The Sith Lord wants to kill some Jedi. Number 1, they have to stay concealed. The Jedi think they are extinct. May challenges a Jedi right in the open for everyone to see. If you attack them with a weapon, you'll fail. How else do you expect to succeed if you don't have Leslye Headland plot armor? Don't attack with a weapon, you'll fail. Then why is May trying to grab Trinity's lightsaber? Steel or laser are no threat to them. Don't attack with a weapon. What do you call daggers? Isn't that a weapon? So attack with a weapon, you'll fail. Attack without a weapon, you'll succeed somehow and then kill the dream the Jedi live in. I don't get the logic. If May kills these Jedi with Force Fu and daggers, how does that kill the dream? It breaks their spirits? It makes them question everything and they implode? That's not going to happen if she destroys everyone on their list. Those Jedi may be dead, but the Jedi Order will live on. You'll need a much better plan than hiring Amandla Stenberg to kill Jedi Masters. This Sith Lord is retarded, about to blow the entire fucking operation. And the primary objective is to stay concealed until it is no longer advantageous to do so. These killings need to be secret, yet May is walking up to them in public, challenging them to a fair duel. Word has gotten out about Trinity's murder, and they want to know who trained this bitch. It wasn't the Woke Republic Jedi. What's going on here? If you want to make the argument she wants to embarrass the Jedi publicly and show they're vulnerable, it's going to take more than a few killings for word of mouth to get around that the Jedi are fake news and we should stop believing in them, trusting in them. This is the worst plan ever. And I really don't think there's anything more to it. I've approached it at every angle and none of it makes sense. This show is complete trash. The premise of a Sith Acolyte sneaking around murdering Jedi, the Jedi have no idea what's going on, it's a cool idea. Just like additional Order 66 scenes is a cool idea. But when Disney Star Wars does it, it's lame as hell. This show is being advertised as a murder mystery.
I also think it's striking a great balance between the pulpy weirdness of Star Wars with the gravity of a murder mystery.
What mystery? We know who's killing the Jedi! There's no mystery! The case is solved. It was the non-binary in the billiard room with a knife, who was hired by a raging dumbass, most likely a Sith apprentice to the Master. He hired a 5'3", 110-pound Amandla Stenberg to kill Jedi Masters, specifically telling her to do it without weapons. This idiot expects her to succeed and to keep the existence of the Sith a secret. If I'm the Sith Master, I'm slicing and dicing this guy and finding a replacement because he's a stupid motherfucker. And this scene at the end, was this a flashback or happening currently? Why is he telling her about the Jedi and all the plans and don't attack with weapons? Didn't he already tell her this? Why is he repeating it? If it is a flashback and is the first lesson with May, why is he being so dramatic? How did they meet? Why is she walking up to him like that while he's revealing the bullshit strategy? Being dramatic as hell, unleashing his red lightsaber. It's terrible writing. Everything about this first episode was garbage, and it's only going to get worse. I am growing stronger in the dark side every day, but I need more nights.
At last we will reveal ourselves to the shows. At last we will have revenge.
Damn well sure we'll avenge it.
The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.